So in this video we're going to be taking a look at a vacuum sealing machine. So I'm going to show you a few images. They give you a little bit of detail about the actual product, and then we'll speak about the details and look at some of the functionality as well. So I'll reposition the camera, you check out the images, and then we'll be right back. Alright, so this is the actual unit here. So real quickly, you have a removable power cord, which is nice. You don't have to have it stuck in the machine. It makes it nice when you're trying to tidy up and put things into your cabinets and keep everything in order. Let's go ahead and plug this up. So before we get started, let's take a look at what is included. So you have this nice hose that you can use to connect either the included wine stopper, or you could purchase a adapter that you could use for like mason jars and such, and it just plugs in right here just like that. And the nice thing about this one is it's a much softer silicone, and it's a little bit longer than others I've seen, so that's actually quite nice. You have this little storage bag, and you can use that to hold the wine stopper and the tube here if you're not actually using it, so that's pretty cool. This little strip right here, it sort of has a hard plastic feel, and I believe this is an adhesive on the back, but I'm not sure. There's no mention of this in the manual, but it's pretty much the right size to go inside the machine. So I figure at some point, if you ever damaged or needed to add this for some reason, I suppose that's what that's intended for. Can't be for sure on that one. You have a user guide or a user manual in case you're not familiar with how these work, or if you just want a refresher at some point, you can always refer back to it. You have a marker so that you can mark on your bags, which is nice because sometimes finding these can be a little bit difficult, so that's a pretty cool option to have. You have bags and bag roll so that you can have pre-cut, or you can cut your own. And to make that easier, they've included an actual ruler as well. So this has a lot more than most, because I've owned a few of these. I still own a few of these, and this one has a little bit more to offer. So excuse me, we've already talked about this portion here, which is going to be used for your wine stopper, which I don't have the ability to drink wine because of health. I can't drink alcohol, but you can plug this in, and even though it doesn't make the best example, because usually you have a glass and it would just vacuum seal the inside, if I put this on here, so you can see it has enough power to crush that plastic bottle. Alright, so we'll set that to the side. I just wanted to show you that really quickly, since I don't actually have a wine bottle or any kind of bottle that would be sufficient made of glass. So on the top you have cancel, seal, canister, seal time plus, pulse, moist, and dry. So obviously you can do completely dry foods, like maybe a bag of potato chips or a marinated meat of some sort for the moist. You have seal time plus in case you needed to go a little extra for whatever reason. Pulse is really cool because if you run into a situation where you need a little more accurate control over how much you are sealing and everything, because for whatever reason you can actually do this and sort of have it little bits at a time gradually get to the point instead of just seal after completely vacuuming automatically, which is kind of a cool feature. Obviously, when you use these, is they will vacuum seal whatever it is you're using, and then afterwards they'll seal it automatically. So you have canister, seal, and cancel. So I've already eaten the chips in this bag, but let's use this as a demonstration for the sealing purpose. So there's two little pieces on the side. You just click on those, lift this up. The bottom has nice rubber feet, so it's not going to slide around or scratch the surface. You have your vacuum chamber, the little piece here that I believe this is going to be able to replace if needed. And you have, and that also acts as your sealing point, on this unit as well. There's a sealing point, vacuum chamber, and a cutter. And this little cutter has a blade built in, so you can just slide it across. And the nice thing is, compared to some of the other ones, there is an area here you can store the bag in and just slide it out as you need it. I may or may not use that, but it's nice to have that option. But by any means, let's just do you gotta press it all the way, hit the seal button. And the light just went out. And I don't know how well it shows up, but there's a seal right there, similar to when you buy it new. So that's pretty much it for the seal option. So, easy operation. Alright, so give me a moment. I need to grab some steaks. I like to sous vide my steaks, so they need to be inside of a vacuum sealed enclosure for best results. So give me a moment and I'll be right back with steaks, and we'll look at the actual vacuum and seal. Okay, so the pre-cut bags are a little larger than what I need right now, so I'm going to go with the roll. I've pretty much just simply placed it inside of the little holding area and then pulled a little bit out. So we've got our cutter right here. So you can use the included ruler if you needed to measure, or you can kind of just eyeball the size that you want. And I think I'm going to go with that right there. Obviously you can cut these with scissors if you wanted to, but having this little built-in cutter makes it quite easy. Alright, so now I just need to lay down one side. Seal. Alright, lights out. Pop that open. Alright, so we have a nice seal all the way across. Alright, so let's grab a steak. Alright, so there we have a nice little steak. I like to do it so that it curves a certain way. And we want to get this into our vacuum chamber, as well as making sure, of course, we have the seal and it's all nice and flat as we can get it. Okay. So that looks like it should be good. Close that down. And we're going to do dry because I don't have a marinade. Alright, so the dry is finished. The seal light has come on. It's now sealing the unit or the bag closed. Now both of our lights have gone off. Should be good. We open it up. We got a nice seal, vacuum sealed, no air. You can see it's all tight. So ready to go in the sous vide cook setup. Alright, so real quick summary. I like the detachable cord. I like the size, allowing for the storage. I like they include the additional things such as the marker, the ruler, the wine stopper. Even for those, you know, it's relevant. You have bags as well as the roll and the nice silicone tubing, which is actually, I'll say, a little bit longer than others. Manual is very easy to read and follow if you need to. This has multiple sizes. I'm sure it would support because of the different ridges, and of course the little storage bag, roller, and everything. So overall, this is definitely my favorite. It'll become the primary one I use now, but it's stronger and it has more features. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, if you want to find out more, there's a link below.